You came to me in that hour of need, when I was so lost, so lonely. You came to me, took my breath away, showed me the right way, the way to lead. You filled my heart with love, showed me the light above. Now all I want is to be with you. You are my one true love, taught me to never judge. Now all I want is to be with you. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Mustafa, ala habibika nabiyika Mustafa.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. The topic of our discussion, as it has been already announced on the program and on the group and the channel, is the causes of going astray or causes of deviations from the right path. I think this is the 8th session that we had on this topic, on the topic of Islamic philosophy course, and it's just a side topic that we are going to cover before we touch the next important topic on the issue of justice of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. During the history of mankind, always, if you look at any type of denominations, group of human being all around the world, you will find that there is some reason that all of them, they were religious people. Even the African people, when they discovered the caves and the drawings that they had in the caves, it shows that it seems that they were following some rituals, which is religious. If you look at the Australian, the American, the British people, the Europe and the Chinese, you will find that all of them, they had their own local religions. Not all of them were following a particular religion, but a kind of religion, a type of religion, a type of divine authority you can see. And if you look at the common ideas between all of the previous denominations and even today, you will find even some similarities, that they all believe in a very mighty power, for example, or a knowledgeable power, or something who has got a lot of control. And most of these discussions are, common between all of these religious sects and denominations, and you can say that before Renaissance in Europe, there is a lot of religious effects all over the world, which they were actually following a type of religiosity. We coming to the time that for the first time human being is now coming to know about some aspects of knowledge, and they are getting information from the sources which they have, the time that they have realized that not always religion is the source of authority. They can also have knowledge, and the development of knowledge has actually prepared the ground for the secularism to be born and to start working between mankind. Basically what happened, if I can put you in the picture, there was a time that Europe, there was this war of crusaders. In the name of religion, they killed millions and millions of people. Just imagine what is happening today in Middle East. In the name of religion, some ISIS groups, they have come together and they are doing crimes against humanity. They kill people, they kill children, they kill women in the name of religion. And when they slaughter people, they actually say Allahu Akbar. And in the name of God, in the name of Prophet, in the name of religion, every single day you can see that they are slaughtering people. Much more serious, much more tragic, much more wide. The same type of atrocities were happening in Europe in the name of Christianity that time. So to that extent that the people were completely fed up of religion. If this is religion, exactly sometimes we are also saying, if you are too much ignorant about Islam and these, and you can't differentiate between religions, you know, even now when you see ISIS doing all of these atrocities in the name of religion, you say, if this is religion, I'm not going to be believing in God. So you also say so. But the people of Europe, there you cannot find even one family who is not affected with the issue of the atrocities which happen in the name of religion, in the name of Christianity. And the history of crucifixion is very famous. You can go and you can read. Now, science is developed, new developments are there, electricity has been found, the gravity has been actually discovered, light has been discovered, the bulb has been born, medical advancement came, a lot of other technical issues has come. The people has got now access to a lot of new things which there was not before, and then development of cities in Europe happened, but that all of these good things came with secularism, with people which they didn't believe in religion. So they said that it is good that the religion should be separate from the state, and we should stop killing people in the name of religion, and we should actually, let the government, the authorities must do their job when it comes to governing. Let people choose. Democracy came, and the other ideas has been developed, and the people came together and they choose governments, and they tried to supervise that these governments should not deviate from the actual aim and objectives of the democratic process and those democratic elements. So in this way, after Renaissance, now the new ideas came that let the religion rest. We have to be a secular people, and then for the first time in history of mankind, there is philosophies, there is schools of thoughts very formulated, which they are now talking about having no God and non-existence of God. Now, leave that issue, but why people are not searching to find a good religion? That's a very important question. I mean, if that is the first question of your life, if religion is the first question of your life, you remember I have given this example. When you are traveling to your destination. For example, if your destination is going to go to Mashhad, the first question when you reach to the train station is that which train takes me to Mashhad? The first question is not if it is luxurious or not, if how long it will take, how much is the price, what time starts. These are not the first question. How comfortable this train is. These are not the first question. First question is this train going to Mashhad or not? Finish. If you have chosen the first question, if you manage to answer the first question properly, then other questions are not so much important. That is the main issue. We have to first answer the first question. And unfortunately, 99% of the people of the world, they are just following the queue for going to the train. They don't ask if this is the right train to my destination or not. Just they are following a queue. Somebody is there going and there is a line. He is just blindly standing in this line. Just say, because my father is in this line, my mother is in this line, my brothers are this line, my society is in this line, so all of us, we are going into this train. The other people with their friends, with their parents, with their mothers, with their sisters, with their all, they going to another train. We don't ask questions if this is the right train or not. And we are all doing this ignorantly, and that is something which is really creating cause in the history of mankind. As I told you before, the biggest, the greatest disaster in history of mankind, it is not poverty, it is not discrimination, it is not these oppressions around the world. The first issue of mankind is that when it comes to the main question, to the first question, they are followers. They are imitators. They imitate their parents when it comes to religion, which is the first question. Rest of everything we not following, and we protest if somebody asks us to follow. For example, I have chosen this color. It is my choice. I went there to choose some material for my, religious garbs. They showed me about 20 type of materials, 20 type of prices, 20 type of colors. I have chosen this dark blue. It is my choice. And I have chosen it between 20 colors. Between two fruit, which is on the table, I always choose. I look. I may take apple, but then I say, no, I don't have appetite for apple, so I leave it. I take probably a banana. I choose. Between two school, we choose between two books to read, we choose between two friends, we choose between two food. There is menu, and we choose between two girls to marry, between two boys to marry. We always choose. We are choosers. We use our intellect, we research, we find out which is more suitable for us, and we choose. But when it comes to religion, no. You are actually eating what your father eats. You're wearing the same thing which your father wears. We are imitating. Simply, if you are choosing apple and not banana, if your father comes and says, my son, look, I like apple. Why you choose banana? You start talking, say, Dad, but that is me, that's you. You like apple, I like banana. You cannot impose on me whom I should marry, which book I should read, which fruit I should eat. But when it comes to religion, which is more important than marriage, more important than food, more important than anything in your life, he has imposed his ideology on you, and you are a Shia because you have been born in Iran. The other person is a Christian because he has been born in Vatican. The other one is a follower of a Shinto just because he is Japanese. And the other one is Hindu because he is born in India. So, why we are not researching? Why we are not researching? Why? Laziness. The first issue is laziness. Who has got now time to come 6 o'clock, into the meeting in this very bad weather in Tehran? So let me sleep, that's why you see the seats are empty today because it's cold and the weather is also not very good. The pollution is high. So, laziness. We are lazy. Okay? We are lazy, so simple. We don't read. Instead of reading, we watch movie. We play with our Telegram, with our social networks, with Facebook. We are 24 hours on our, what you call Samsung or mobile, and has got so many friends around the world. We try to chat, but when it comes to the main issue of your life, you don't spend time. You are not showing interest. So that's the one of the first cause. So you remain ignorant. If you don't research, if you don't come to the classes, if you don't ask question, then you will remain ignorant. One of the biggest problems of the world is laziness. For everything, including religion. Now, when it comes to the other issue, again, it is more satisfying, it is more rewarding. When it comes to religion, it is not so much rewarding, so you are lazy more. The other activities, it attract you. But religion, here you see problems around the world, you see ISIS, you see the difference between Christian, Muslims. Leave religion. Let me remain secular. So laziness, one of the source of deviations, that you remain ignorant, you remain a follower. If you're lazy, you must research. Research needs time, reading. You have to spend time if you want to know. And then worldly attractions is the second cause. You want to know. And sometimes even you know it. You know it, that this is the right path. You know that this is the right path. But then, it tells me don't drink. It's too difficult for some people, Okay? Some people has got the habit of gambling. Oh, this religion. Let me find a religion which allow me to gamble. Let me find a religion which allow me to drink. How, I can leave all of this, relationships that they have. It's too difficult. Worldly attractions are so much that you know the reality or you don't want to know about reality. You see, if I now go and follow about this religion, I will come to the conclusion that this particular habit that I have is bad, so then how I'm going to leave it? So let me remain ignorant. Even if you know the reality, still you want to cover, and still you want to have some excuse, you want to follow this, you want to follow that. A lot of people comes to me, they say, is there any marja' taqleed who allow this particular issue? He is always following what you call the easiest way, while the reality must be followed, the haqq must be followed, even if it is difficult, even if it is against your personal interest. You have to be in the right track and always do the right action. Otherwise, you are not going to reach to the destination. So, we have to, what is the solution? We have to have correct education, which is very important. If you have correct education, then the people will actually are not going to be lazy. Look at Europe. The rate of reading is 1 book per month. But then come to Islamic Republic of Iran, which is a religion which starts with the word read. Starts this religion with Iqra. 99% of the people stays in this country follow a religion which starts with word read. Iqra bismi rabbika alladhi khalaq. But then, how many of us we read? The ratio of reading compared to Europe, 1 book a month. Here, 2 minutes per month, book reading. 2 minutes per month. So you remain ignorant. Of course, Europe will develop. Of course, Europe will be more advanced when it comes to moral issues. What happened in Sweden? There was 17,000 prostitutes 4 years ago, and now it's 354. What happened? Is they are following religion? They are following Islam? They are following our school of thought? They follow what? What they follow? They are readers, good readers. So, reading can help you a lot. I said, and I'll say again, even some atheists who deny the existence of God, some of them, not all, even some atheists who are rejecting the existence of God, they are religious people. At the same time that they are rejecting the existence of God, they are religious people. How? The same atheist to tell him, tell this lie, hit somebody, do an operation, what you call cross the red robot, the red line, the red light at the 4-way. He says, sorry, I can't do that. They don't tell lie. For example, find an atheist who doesn't tell lie, who has got good moral conduct, who is not backbiting against this one and that one, reads everyday books, use his intellect about everything in life. He is automatic religious person. Why? Because he is following the inner prophet inside. There is a prophet inside him. That prophet tells him, don't tell lie. Based on what he says, I'm not ready to tell lie. He is religious because he is following internal prophet which is appointed by Allah inside him. He doesn't know it. He doesn't just, using the same intellect, he may reject God, but at the same time, he doesn't reject God's order. Allah says, don't tell lie. And he is also not telling lies. A lot of time, a lot of people who are, coming to me and say, I've got a son. Yeah, he's going astray. He's going away. He's deviating from Islam. He left Islam. He's got a lot of questions. He comes always. He says, he is the best son that you have. If somebody asks question, we must always have, and you must actually go and appreciate people to ask questions. You must encourage them to ask questions. But then these questions must be answered. You cannot just suppress people's question that, listen, don't ask questions. That's exactly what I'm saying. This is the right religion and that's it. And I am the one which tell you. This is not the way. There is always, there is a famous saying in English which says, if somebody is convinced against his will, if somebody is convinced against her or his will, he will remain with the same opinion still. if somebody is convinced against his will, he will remain at the same opinion still. Yeah, you can tell to Galilei that come and confess that the earth is not moving. So he has got fear of his life. He may come, salam. He may come and say, so of course, yes, sorry, I made a mistake. This earth is not moving, just to save his life. But then the same Galilei hit the ground with his feet and say, you are moving. You are moving. You cannot convince Galilei that the earth is not moving. You may suppress, you may keep him, you may make him to keep silence. Well, of course. But then at the end of the day, in his heart, he has got his questions. We have so many youth, unfortunately, which they have so many of these questions in their heart, and we are not answering them. We just suppressed their questions instead of appreciating them, instead of bringing them to the classes, instead of giving them the books, making them familiar with the whole issue. We are telling them, don't ask. While asking is the first step toward knowledge. Wrong actions in the name of religion is another source of deviations. That is something which we can see today in Iran. In the name of religion, a lot of people are doing a lot of wrong actions. And then the rest of people looks at the whole operations and say, if this is Islam, I'm not going to follow it. Look at this Gashti Irshad. I don't know what you can translate it in English. 4,953,000 people, they are very proudly announced that they have received warning from us. This is a machine of producing kafirs. Every van which is moving on the streets, it's a machine of producing kuffar. So the young girl goes inside the van Muslim and comes out non-believer. This is, if this is Islam, this is the way that you are going to treat me and guide me to this, I'm not going to accept it. And I said it before the authorities, before Muharram, when there was a group of ulamas wanted to go for propagation of Muharram, there I spoke and I said, I claimed, and I repeat this claim, that if they can show me just one person, not two, just one person. They say from this 4,953,000 odd people whom received notices and warning from this young girls, if one of them, if they show me just one person, that this person came into the van not believing in hijab, but when he went inside, or she went inside this van and he came out, now she believes in hijab. Just one person. I say, Alhamdulillah, thank you very much, continue. Continue with the job, continue with the operation. At the end, I will entertain the questions. Please don't forget. But I don't know. In this country, there is no one who thinks about the consequences of such very, very bad actions. And I said there, change the name. Don't put the name Irshad. Irshad meaning guiding people. Is there anyone guided? So if haven't been guided, so change the name. Just say forcing hijab. That's fine. Good. It's what you call van to force hijab. I don't mind. But don't put the name Irshad. In the name of religion, don't do it. In the name of religion, don't do it. Okay? There is a movement in South Africa by the Jewish community. Some Jewish people who are against Israel, they have got a movement, not in my name. Not in my name. If you want to kill the Palestinian, go ahead, kill it, but don't kill it in the name of my religion. Don't use my religion. I am a Jew and I am against the actions of you as a religion of Judaism. And we have to have such a action some way that we must bring to the attention of this some people in this country that, listen, don't do it in the name of this beautiful religion. This is beautiful religion. This religion is marvelous. It's very logical. It doesn't teach us to hate people. It doesn't teach us to touch people. It doesn't teach us to push people in the van. It doesn't teach us to arrest people like this. It doesn't teach us to treat people like that. It teaches us that even if you see some problems, there your job starts. First of all, you have to have the idea that everyone is good. Everyone is good. Unless the opposition is proved that he is not a good person. Everyone is a good person unless you have reason, if you have document, if you have what you call testimonies that he is not a good person. So that's one. And secondly, even if somebody is confirmed bad person, he is sick. He is just a sick person. And it is our duty to cure, to remedy, to talk to him, to bring him back, to awake him, to make him correct himself. Not to actually push him more toward the wrong way. What we do is pushing them more to go as far as even turning back to the religion. So that's why we have so many of the youth who are, you look at the actions by the religious people, and then they actually go away from religion. A lot of this Amr bil Ma'ruf and Nahy as Munkar that you have, a lot of them are not your duty. And you feel responsibility to do it. It's not your responsibility. Responsibility is when it is effective. If you know that what I am going to do is going to affect, then you have responsibility. But if you come to conclusion that what I am doing is not effective, you have no duty. Absolutely you have no duty. Let me give you an example. When you get sick, you go to doctor. The doctor realizes that you need an antibiotic. Good. So then there is a lot of antibiotics there. Why there is a lot of antibiotics? Because each of them suits a different body. The physical system that you have is not all equal. Some of us, for example, we have problem, we have allergy to penicillin. So, if the doctor just apply penicillin to everyone, he is a criminal. If a doctor apply penicillin to everyone without testing, without asking question if you are allergic to it or not, he is a criminal. He has to go to jail. Based on the moral conduct that he signed at the beginning of him being a doctor, he has to ask the patient, have you used before penicillin? And if he doesn't know, he still should not apply it. He should apply a little bit of that under your skin and test if there is a reaction by your body or not. If there is no reaction, then you're allowed to use penicillin, to apply penicillin, to prescribe it. And if it is not, then you're not You are going to be a criminal if you apply penicillin. But you can come and say, but this is a medicine. Of course it is a medicine. But you cannot apply any medicine to anyone. The people are different. The people has got different type of physique. Some of them, they react against penicillin. So if a doctor who doesn't know that the penicillin is harmful for you and apply it, he is a criminal. That is physique. Physique. What about our soul? What about our soul? Which is more important, soul or body? When it comes to physique, we have all of these laws. We are going to punish that doctor if he using penicillin wrongly. He applied penicillin wrongly. But then we have so many thousands of doctors, spiritual doctors, whom feel responsibility to inject this penicillin to our spirit, to our ruh, to our spiritual system, while he doesn't know that I have got reaction against it. I have got allergy to this penicillin, the type of way that you talk. Even in our group, maybe there are some sisters, I have received some complaints that there are always some of members, that you approach the sister wrongly. In our group also. So that the sister feels so much responsibility to go and tell to that particular sister, which probably she is, not an Iranian also. For the first time, maybe she has been to our group, so you go to her, say, come on, maybe even you use some sweet words also. But then you have to realize it was not your responsibility. Why you did it for first time? It was not at all your responsibility. You know Oriana Fallaci, the greatest, what you call one of the big journalists? He was probably about 40, 45. She met Imam Khomeini. When she met Imam Khomeini, she didn't have a proper hijab, chadur. She had just a scarf there. Some part of her hair were also shown. So she goes very proudly, she asked Imam Khomeini, are you saying that I have to keep hijab before you? And Imam Khomeini said, no. No. Because practically, even it's written in our Tawzih al-Masail, that after a certain age, hijab is not obligatory. After a certain age, that is written in our practical laws of Islam by every single mujtahideen. But you can see a woman who is 110 years old, has got probably 20 grandchildren, still this woman, up to that age, still has got, a type of hijab that you can only see the two eyes. Come on, please. It is not. This is not religion. This is not our religion, at least. For what? We must follow this beautiful religion. This is beautiful. This religion doesn't teach us to. But now, you cannot talk about this. Certain ages past, the whole hijab is to bring the sexual tension low in the community. That's all. Now, if there is any possibility of that sexual tension, then for what? For example, here we had a comment from one sister. Beautiful comment. During the months of Muharram, we removed the curtains between the men, and the women came and joined. We had one group, the sisters in the back, and the brothers were in the front. But they had access, to have a look. She said, it is very much beautiful, this gathering. I came there, I'm a young person. I'm attractive. A lot of people, whenever I go, they look at me, but when I came to your group, alhamdulillah, I realized that no one is, look at me. No one has got that naked eye. Let us have that type of, to create that type of environment that, there was a sister. She's a professor. She is a very good, learned, educated person. She has got full hijab, but she doesn't have chadar. She came and she asked me, Hoseini, I came and I just realized the people who are here, I think they are not going to like me. I feel that I am not the type of people to participate in this group. I said, why you say so? No, but all of these people has got chadar. I said, no, sorry. All of these people are open-minded. These people are different from the rest of people that you say, no, you fit very well here. Come, this is a place for you. This should be a place for everyone. If there is somebody who has got problem, that is the beginning of our job. That is the beginning of our job. So everyone, especially those who has got problem, they are more welcome to come to our group. So we should welcome every single person with any type of school of thought, with any type of clothes, with any type of life. But then we have to, even if you want to do some amr bil ma'ruf and nahi al munkar, that is not the way to go and approach and say, please keep your hijab. There is no such thing here. If I have the power, I will, remove all of these boards which is there around everywhere you go. لطفاً hijab را رعایت بفرمایید. We have to create an environment that hijab should be beautiful. But unfortunately, there is a hadith which says, in Akhir al-Zaman, in the end of time, we reach to a position that ma'roof will become munkar and munkar becomes. That happened today, unfortunately. Hijab is ma'roof. It turned today to a munkar for a lot of people. Why? Because if you want to simply say what is ma'roof and what is munkar, munkar is negative things, ma'roof is positive things. Positive, negative. And today the position of this positive, negative has changed. Hijab, positive thing originally, and now turned to a negative thing. Now this girl, living in a very posh house, in a posh family, goes to very posh school, has got very, westernized friends in that environment. Having chadar, having a proper hijab is very negative. Is very negative. He think that if he have hijab, it means he is a very, backwarded person. For him, in his brain, hijab turned to a negative thing. Now, if you go to him and tell him to observe hijab, you, in your intention, you think you have done amr bil ma'roof. But in reality, what happened? It was amr bil munkar. Because in his mind, what? It is, in her mind, it is a negative thing. It's just like, let me give you another example. Here there is a glass of water. This glass of water, actually, it is a nice cold drink. It's Coca-Cola, for example. But there is somebody who think that inside this is poison. There is somebody who, in his mind, inside this glass is poison. And now you go to him and tell him, please drink this. I brought for you to drink. You think that you are giving him a good drink. But in reality, she thinks that what you offering is not drink, it's a poison. So she's not going to drink it. So first, change her opinion concerning this. Test it under the microscope. Say, sister, I tested. Let me have it. You drink yourself before him. Let her realize that this is not poisonous drink. And then she willingly will have it. No problem. Unfortunately, we don't know how to do it. I am sitting with Professor Zahra Mustafa, the daughter of Imam Khomeini, in a board. She is Director General, and we are the members. One of our members is Sheikh Ibrahim Zakzaki. May Allah release him as soon as possible. And the rest of the, what you call, helpers. Sometimes she talks about the behaviors of Imam Khomeini. She says, I was living with my dad 50 years. In this 50 years, I never received one advice from him. In this 50 years, she never told me, she never did any amr bil ma'ruf or nahy and munkar. She never did it. Because the action was talking what? Louder. We never heard any lie from our dad. So we never told lies. All of the lies start from the school, from the house. If a child is telling lie, that started somewhere in the house. Because the phone call came. You were there. But it was somebody who you owe money. So you gave the phone to your daughter, say, listen, tell him I'm not here. What that means? It means my daughter, learn how to tell lies. He said, wow, no, that's a good way. So tomorrow when he goes to school, why you didn't write your homework? He is not going to talk the truth. He says, sorry, I was sick, while he was not sick. And in this way, it starts. Small lies turns to some way that you are not able now to talk truth at all. Everything about you is lie. Starts from there. But when you practice this religion properly, you become a roving ambassador for religion, and your children will learn from you how to live. So, the first, one of the problem is the wrong action by the people who are the custodians of this religion. If somebody with this garb, with this beard, with a hijab, you do something wrong, what happens? The people who want to learn Islam and say, okay, these people are religious. Look at the beard that he has got, so it seems he is a religious person. Look at the garb that he has got, so definitely this man should be religious. So but look at his action. When it comes to family, he beats his wife. Is that Islam? She hits her children. Is that Islam? She tells lies. Is that Islam? She cheats other people. Is that Islam? No. So be a roving ambassador for religion. As Imam Sadiq alayhi salam says, Kunu lana zaynan wa la takunu lana shayna. Be a source of beauty for us. That the other people, when look at you, they should learn from your action that this is a right religion. Why a lot of people become Muslim in the time of Prophet? Because the action was talking louder than what they call words. Today also, action talks louder. But then, because it talks louder, our action become example for our generation, and that's exactly happened. Okay? We are telling lies, our children learn. We cheat other people, our children learns. Okay? We are lazy, they learn. While if you look at the rest of the world, look at Europe. You can see a lot of time from the first lie that the children hear, first lie that the children talks, the parents, even if it's not important, they take it very serious. They even go to the school and say, what happened if my child learned to lie from who? They are very serious about this issue. Look at what happened in the time of Monica Lewinsky relationship with Bill Clinton. Why Bill Clinton has to go for the trial? What was the subject? What was the claim in the court? It was not why you had relationship with Monica. That was not the issue. The issue was that why President of United States has to tell lie. That was the issue. Okay? Now Imam Sadiq alayhi salam, this is our religion. Imam Sadiq alayhi salam says, if you look at people praying or fasting, don't trust them. Don't trust people who pray or they fast. Because it's cheap and it's easy, you can imitate, you can show to the other people. But see if they are telling the truth or not. If you give them something as an amana, you trust them, do they return that property to you or not? If they promise you something, do they are following their promises or not? But unfortunately for us, it's all how we appear. So the example of wrong action is the Crusaders in the time of what you call with a Christian, and the action that is doing by the ISIS today. Those are all wrong actions which you can see, and the people of the world are actually judging us with that. And also our mistakes, that we have to, logical people, they don't make this mistake to mix the action of Muslims with their belief. They say, logical people say good religion but bad followers. That's what I say always. Islam is the best religion, but Muslims are the worst followers. Okay? That's the reality. Thinkers thinks like this. But not everyone is a thinker. Everyone around the world would judge by the eyes. And unfortunately, when they look at the things which is happening around, then they judge wrongly, so they go astray. Then the questions which the generations has, and we don't answer them. So we have to also learn about these questions, and we have to answer them properly. I think I have what you call exceeded my time of half an hour, and the rest of this I leave it for the next session. I think it was necessary for me to explain about that particular reason, because it's a question why in Iran, who should be, the radio is under our control, it is an Islamic government, you open radio, there is a what you call advice, you open even news, it starts with salawat. Even our news starts with salawat. Okay? Everywhere you go, it is some writing about religion. Alhamdulillah, we have very, very, very little what you call demonstrations of Satan. Okay? But everywhere you go, it's morality. But at the same time, why we are so much immoral? At the same time that, as I said, the TV, we don't have color TV, it's either black or white. Either you can see a white ammama or a black ammama. Okay, it's all black and white. It's not color TV. Okay, so, but still we have so much problem around our country. The amount of lie, the amount of divorce, the amount of social problems, the tolerance is come down. The people just fight over a small accident. They don't have peace of mind. They fight, and so many other things. Lie is, wow, you can't, everyone tries to cheat other people. When you go to offices, we are trying to cheat each other. We come late, we go early. In the queue, we are always try to come in. Driving has got a problem. Families has got problem. Our friendship has got other reasons beside the friendship itself. We don't read, we have got, so many problems, while this is a religion which has come to solve the problems of the world. At the same time, we are getting problems all around our country. What is the reason? It's because, first, we have not understood this religion properly, and we understood something which is not religion, and we are emphasizing on a good recitation of religion, that this is the religion, and then we try to implement that wrong understanding of religion, and our action talks louder, and then get the result. It's just like going to a doctor. The doctor writes a prescription. So you take that prescription to the, medical store, to the pharmacy, and the doctor who reads the name of that medicine read it wrongly. Okay? Our pharmacists has read religion and the orders of religion wrongly, and they have given you the medicine which is wrong. And then, of course, the result of that is using wrong medicine. It can kill. Using wrong medicine can kill. I had a friend died last week because they applied wrong medicine. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين. If you have
my ummah, he will say, Rasulullah on that day, even though we've strayed from him and his way. My brothers, my sisters in Islam, let's struggle, work and pray if we are